Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. Alrighty, so where we left off, today we need to build an oil refinery. And this oil refinery is going to be the main place for the entire factory that petroleum, light oil, heavy oil, and lubricant and all of its other products are going to be made. And then we're going to build, I'm hoping to build a train network that connects it all up. So the main thing we need at the moment is we need lubricant, we need plastic for the electric circuits, sorry, the advanced circuits, and we need rocket fuel eventually for the spaceport. We'll need rocket fuel for the trains to keep them fueled. And there's something else I'm forgetting. Electronics will probably be made up north. They've got their own crude oil, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Is there any research that I should probably look into before we get started? Elevated rails, I don't think we need because we're not traversing over any weird terrain. We could just go for better braking force. Trains can slow down faster, allowing them to stay at higher speeds longer. That'll probably become useful. So we could throw that on the pile. Oh, there's a level 2. Actually, how many? There's a lot of levels. Goes up to 7. Okay, we can do all of those. Let's queue that up. Effect transmission. There's a lot of stuff here that I don't know if we need just yet. But for now, I need to make a bunch of oil refineries and some chemical plants so that we can get along with refining the oil. I've got the pump jacks, although I probably need more pump jacks than that if I'm going to take advantage of all of these. Oh, we'll see how it goes. So let's grab the circuits to make up some oil refineries. What are we low on? Stone bricks. Chemical plants we're going to need a lot of. And I need more electric circuits for that. 50 there, that'll probably do. Where's my stone bricks at? Here we go. Need more refineries. Oh, we're out of gears. Where's the gears? Here we go. How many do we need? I have no idea. I have not done any math for this. $30. That's probably not going to be enough. We make more iron gears again and stone bricks. There's a whole bunch of crafting going on today. There we go, another 50 should do. Okay, and then we need a train. So we need a locomotive, which needs engine units. I am out of engine units down here, but I should have some up here. Up north, where we're making engine units. So I need a locomotive, cargo wagon. I need to be delivering plastic somewhere. But more importantly is the fluid wagon. So let's make a fluid wagon. We're going to need a lot of storage tanks. Let's make those. Need more steel plates. Okay. Let's grab some more steel. Where's my steel? Here it is. Fluid wagons. No, hang on. We need storage tanks. 21. It's probably not going to be enough. At least for what I want to do anyway. And then rails. I don't have the inventory space for rails, unfortunately, so... I'm going to have to deposit some of this stuff. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. We don't need wood because we have plenty of our small electric poles. Drills. That's fine. Assembly machine. No, we don't need assembly machines. We just need chemical plants for this. That should be everything we need. Should be good to go. Belts, I don't think... No, we mostly just need pipes, don't we? I've got plenty of pipes. Grab a couple more undergrounds. So... Ah yes, this oil here is reserved for the pipeline that fuels the flamethrower turrets down at the perimeter. So I won't touch that. But what we can do is start ghost placing. Where am I going to actually build? Are we going to come down south or should we go across? Maybe we go across. Can I move this? Yes, I can. Maybe we'll put it over here. So let's ghost place all these. Okay, and then connect these up. Like such. Okay, and then probably need some tanks. I suppose I could, hang on, I could alternate these and then they're all connected and they don't need pipes. That's probably a better way to go about this. Connect you up. Bring you across. We'll bring you across like that and join you up with him. Join these up. And then connect that up. Okay, that should be plenty of pump jacks for now. And then we'll add more as we need. So how's my crafting going? Okay, so we got one locomotive on the way. That's going to deliver all of our lubricant over to the belt factory. Means we will need rails. Ah, and then we need train stop. We need 2 train stops. What am I low on? Iron. Okay, I can grab some iron. And with the train stops, I believe I can make some automated train schedules where the train will just keep going back and forth and doing its thing, which would be very nice. Okay, now while that crafts, let's think about getting this train line ready. So the main line, oh, it is going to crash into this, so I will have to move all this. I could get rid of this entirely soon because of the train line. So that's not so bad. Yeah, let's just run a train line down there. So, grab these rails. How do these work? Do I just place them? Let's put the train line here. Oh yeah, you just place them. Nice. Let's clear some trees. Nope, I'm full. Whoa. Oh, wait a minute. You click the arrow. Ah. Kind of makes things easy. Oh, that is nice. Man, the devs have thought of so many quality of life things in this. Yeah, that's that. I'm too full to pick up all this junk though. And then I suppose this needs to keep going this way. Oh, whoa. Oh wait, we can that's right, we can curve. We need to curve. Okay, let's curve like that. Come down here. Oh, I can hold shift, control shift, and that just... Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. And where's this going to go? Suppose... Oh wait, we can build this from here, can't we? On the map. Wait, we can just build entire lines on the map? That's insane. If I build that... Oh, actually, that's a little too far. What I want to do is come across like this. And then we could join that up. Is there a different way that we can... I think that works. I kind of want to tie a curve though. Like that. There we go. Okay, so then we start placing the rails down. And I'm absolutely full of items. Then they get placing. That's really cool. That's so neat. Okay, let's get this rail back here that we missed. Okay, now rocket fuel needs light oil and solid fuel. Okay, that's easy. What do we need the heavy oil for? Oh, we can make solid fuel from all of them. Okay. But we need the heavy oil for the lubricant. I'm so full of stuff that I just can't pick anything up. Okay, so that train line is going to be for the rocket, the spaceport, and maybe the research center. So then we need to come back. Let's come down here. And then, yeah, that's fine. So let's bring this up. And then this needs to connect. Does that just connect like that? I think it does. Looks like it does, so we'll see what happens. Place the rest of these down. Okay. So the station will go here. And there's a lot of rocks here. Okay, I'm gonna need to make a chest to just dump my crap on. What are we looking for? We need those to go in there. Probably get rid of some of those. Yeah, we should be good there. Okay. So. Hey, braking force. So crude oil comes through here. And then from that, we need to start making our oil refineries. So I suppose we don't necessarily need to be too neat about this. What we can do... Oh, wait a minute. No, hang on. We need water. Oh, we need water. Okay. In that case... Ooh, yeah, in that case, yeah, we need to get to this water down here. Do we have an offshore pump? We can make some. Place the pump jacks. Oh, actually, we need power as well. Ooh, I can't connect that nicely. That'll do. I'm going to wire these all up with substations for now. And then we can hook that up to the main power with a good old big power line. Like that. Cool. Okay, all our oil refineries are nearly done. So let's imagine... Should we have a buffer for water? Let's just do it anyway because it's nice. So... yeah, I think we just copy the same design here for the water. And then we grab our refineries. Actually, no, let's pipe this up first. Then we grab our refineries. And I think we should be able to just plonk them down like this. Set the recipe. And then we can run an underground pipe between these. Yeah. And then we should just be able to run a normal pipe straight into there for the water. There we go. So that'll be all hooked up once I get the water sorted. And I should run a connection from here over to the water. Actually, we should... yeah, we should place these pump jacks down first and make sure that we're not going to be occupying their spaces with pipes. I want to make sure the pipe only has to be laid down once. Let's do that. Place your down. Is that all of them? No, there's one more here. Cool. I think that's all of them. Oh no, there's more down here. Wow, there's so many. Oh, and there's more down here. Okay. We should be able to run a pipe through there though. So... we should be able to run this pipe straight through now. Which we can. Join these up. Oh, our crafting's done. Nice. Which means we have our offshore pump, so we can head down now. Yeah, this cliff is annoying. Wasn't there a cliff explosive in the game? Yeah, that's it there. What is that? Okay. Metallurgic science pack. Metallurgic? Metallurgic? Orange juice? Oh, we have the coal right here for plastic. So we could do plastics here too. That's useful. Oops. There's so many trees in the way. Can't tell if it's trying to short place. Oh, geez. Okay. Pump. Place you there. Although it is saying the line's too long. Maybe it needs to go here. Okay, and then we continue this across. And we should be good to turn south now. Before we forget, let's put a join on that. Continue running this down. Now we need our pump. Like that. Okay, so that should be filling the tanks. It is. Nice. All right, let's head back over and get started on... Well, actually, I can build it from here. We need power. I can probably just use the small poles for power. Like that. Because we have so many of them that we need to use up. And then we've already figured out a nice tank design up here. What if we just copy this? And then bring it over. Oh, this is so cool. But it's the wrong way around. But H flip horizontal, we can do that. And then plonk it like that. Easy as pie. Let's finish hooking all these up. Connect you. That should be all of them. Yeah, I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough tanks. She needs more iron. Alright, we're gonna have to head back. But we do have our locomotive, so we could plonk that down and see how that works. Let these guys all finish up. Okay. So, locomotive. Plonk you there. Fuel, what do you take? I imagine wood wouldn't be very good, but we can put that in you anyway. Pop in. Ooh. Nice. I love me some trains. That's cool. Okay, we're back for the iron. That way we can then finish off making the storage tanks. I don't think that's going to finish it. We need more. Oops. Storage tanks. 24 plus 3. Yeah, that's fine. What else do we need while we're here? More, yeah, more underground pipes, I'd imagine. Should do. How many substations do I have? 25. I probably want more. Needs more copper cables. Okay, I can do that. $17. That'll do. And then we don't need inserters because we're not making items. We're just making fluids. That should be everything. Yeah, let's hop back in. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, how do we switch tracks? Do you... Oh, you can steer. Okay, left and right. A and D, nice. Ah! Oh, it just stops. Okay, I got scared I was going to derail there. Alright, that's cool. Oh, there's so many rocks here. That's not very good. Yeah, plug you up. So that's going to be heavy oil. That's going to be light oil. That'll be petroleum. No. And that's heavy oil. That's light oil. That's petroleum. There we go. Ooh, we need to power this guy up. Okay. So that's sorted. Next, the heavy oil needs to head somewhere. Ooh. There's only one space gap here. We're gonna need a break in here, I think. Where am I gonna process? Okay, hang on. I see a problem. We need to... where am I gonna process the heavy oil into lubricant? I need to turn the petroleum into plastic, which is easy to do with the coal. We should probably get the petroleum out over to here. So the plastic goes here. And then the light oil... oh, and the petroleum can also then make solid fuel, which then the light oil... yes, petroleum can make the solid fuel. Then we use the light oil and the solid fuel, which means we do need items, to make the rocket fuel, which will be used for the rocket, and I think we can use it for the train as well. So that'll be good. And then we need to make the lubricant with the heavy oil, and that's all three of them being used. Don't think we need heavy oil for anything else, do we? No. Okay, so we can make light oil and plastics probably over here. Let's run a pipe. Another pipe. Actually, I'm not a fan of how that's not aligned. Let's be aesthetic about this. Okay, so that's going to be the petroleum, and then we can have the light oil come out here. Yeah, we're going to need a break. Okay, so we place these down, then we leave a gap for these pipes to come through. Like that. We can still hook these up. Let's copy this. That's so nice. That will never get old. Okay, and then you can go there. That'll hook up the light oil, and then the petroleum will be a similar story. Just down here. There we go, petroleum. Let's actually do the same. The heavy oil just to get across this area, and then we can head up north from here. Like such. So this will be the area for the lubricant. And then with that sorted, let's hook these up. Plug you in. Cool. Ah, I forgot to connect these. There we go. So heading over here, first thing we need to do is convert. Let's separate these out so we have a clear distinction. So we need to use a chemical plant now to make solid fuel. Let's actually not do that many right now. And then we can do the same thing over this side. This time it will make... Oh, hang on. How do we make rocket fuel? Oh, an assembling machine. Ooh, okay. Rocket fuel. Connect these pipes up. I don't have enough assembling machines, but that's okay. And then... Oh, actually, I don't have any belts either. All right, let's go grab some belts. How many belts do I have in storage? Decent amount. Why is it all stopped though? We're out of heavy oil. Oh, because these tanks are full. So if we flush those, that should allow it to keep going. Yeah, that is a problem. That is a problem we'll need to solve. Because they create these oils at different ratios, one or the other tanks are going to fill up before all the heavy oil does, which will just stop the whole supply chain. Which means I need to be consuming them at different rates to keep space free. Ooh, how am I going to do that? Okay, we're here. I should probably repair this. Okay, that's great. Oh, we have a lot of these now. A lot of everything. Oh, this is so nice. Let's grab 2 of those. Oh, the splitters are really slow. Why are they so slow? No copper cables. Ah. That'll be solved pretty soon. And let's just grab all of those, chuck those in there, chuck those in there. Frees up some inventory space, and we got our blue belts. This is exciting. We can finally build. Oh, actually, that's really cool. That's really cool how that's all thick with items. Actually, this train goes pretty fast. Pretty good for running on wood. Oh, and the other thing I forgot. Assembling machines. Try 3 for now, see how that goes. So these guys will deposit out onto a belt. Then I can run this belt back around here. Plug that in. Let's start placing some ghosts. Oh, actually, I've placed this in the wrong spot. It needs to come down 1. Cool, so they'll make rocket fuel. We can run this up as well. Then they'll deposit onto the belt. They'll take solid fuel from this belt, which is coming from over here. Yep. That's... We can put 1 substation in here, right? Oh, that's so annoying. It's just out of range of this. Yeah, let's just put these up over here. Try and keep it nice and tidy. Yeah, these guys are making fuel kind of nicely. Could probably do with some more though. Yeah, I think that's good. Hey, look at that. We have rocket fuel. Hey. Okay, so the next thing then is to bring all this up. Around here. So that we can eventually make a fueling station. Or... no, these cliffs are in the way. We can't actually... or should we do the fueling station up here? I mean, we could. Let's deconstruct all these for now. So if we, say, built a fueling station here, then connects back up. Oh, but if I'm going to have... yeah, that's something I forgot to do down here. If I'm going to have trains going all over the place, we're going to need more than one rail line here. Oh man, that's going to complicate things. Okay, so in that case, we're going to need... to expand this. Oh, but then the cliff gets in the way. That's so annoying. Okay, but we can build... we need to do two things with this fuel. We need to use it to load the trains. We need to use it to fuel the trains, but then we also need to pick it up as cargo to ship over to the spaceport. Yeah, that train line goes perfectly across. That's really nice, but this one, not so much. Hmm. Okay, that's nice. How do we solve this? Oh, wait a minute. Elevated rails. That's our solution. We can just go over it. It needs 100 purple science. Do we have purple science stored up in here? We do, but it's not much. I'm gonna have to make some more. Do we have any in here? No, but we can put some rails in there and they'll keep making them. Okay. So that's going to be another trip back, but it's not important right now. What we need... so if this is the main loading bay for fuel as items... let's just do that for now. Let's get rid of these. We need trains. Ooh. Right, I need to connect this. That connects nicely. That connects nicely, but then this side... so I'm going to do right side... yeah, this is going to be a right side traffic system, I think. The right hand side goes that way. Left hand side goes that way. Which means these guys need a way in. Oh, that's... Do I have to manually do this? Okay, that kind of works. And then we need to do the same thing here to go the other way. Oh, that's not symmetrical though. That's symmetrical. And we can use this as a guide. No, that's not symmetrical. Okay. Let's do this again. It is a bit finicky, this system, but better than manually placing, I guess. That looks good. Yeah, okay, I think that did it. Cool, okay, we can get rid of this guide now. So then we need... Oh, we can't place the train stops while they're ghosted? Okay. We'll have to go and place them then. That's fine. So this will be our refueling lane. So that trains can go past, then they can also turn around. Or they can keep going down to the spaceport, or they can go back to wherever else they need to go. I'll probably need to run a line up here. So we can get to the electronics factory up north. Okay, so that'll connect to you. That connects to that. Then we need to go the other way as well, so... This side needs to connect to here. Ooh. Ugh. Okay, that works. Oof. This is nasty. Oh. Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's just off by one. Come on. Nope, I do the same thing again. Okay, that goes there. And this should be able to be a lot closer, should it not? Something like that? Maybe? Or... Can we somehow tighten that? Yeah, that looks better. I think. No, trains are weird. Not quite producing the curve that I wanted. Don't think it can though, because of the grid system. But anyway, that should do. Finish placing these up. I'll call these down. Oh yeah, this is looking nice. Finally starting to look like an industrial area. Ooh. I accidentally deconstruct those, maybe I did. Okay, we can leave that line for later. We don't really need to do it right now. Okay, let's sort out these purple science. Oh, actually, it's not purple at the moment. We need blue. Ah, right. I need more engines. Go and grab those engines. Ooh, the wall's being attacked. Oh, we're fine. Right, where are my engines? Here they are. Yeah, I can't believe I'm still hand feeding the blue science crafters. This is insane. I really need to get on top of this. Let's grab our rails and fill these up so they can make more purple science. Okay, now this guy's coming down here. We're gonna need... What if I ran that through? No, that's in the way. Okay, so this line comes down here. We can load them up. Is there anything? Actually, no, we need to turn this into a station. So let's do that. That's a station. Then we can come back here. So he'll come into here, he'll stop there, the lubricant will come around and he'll be able to load up on lubricant. Then that needs to bring over to... Yeah, okay, so we need a second line. Oh, that's annoying, the radar's there. Can I move that radar across? Yes, I can. Okay, so that line comes down there. Now this rail needs to reconnect here so that trains can come in. However, trains are coming in on this side, then they need to cross over, so we also need to run that. We don't need to run from this line because that's the wrong side. So you come into here, you load up, and then you can continue along your way like that. Or you can turn around how do we connect this up? Weird that we can't use the control shift technique to just force place it. It actually wants to try and do a weird curve place. Okay, this is getting annoying. Let's deconstruct everything here. Get rid of all of you. Man, circles are hard. Oh, come on. It's so close. Oh, what is this? How do I... Oh, come on. Okay, that's too high up. Let's try and be systematic about this. That's too low down. That'll do. Okay, so that's our curve. Finally. At long last. Let me finish this up. So, how does this work? Okay, we want the train to come down this way. So we place that there. I'm going to change this color to green for the lubricant. Something like that. Cool. And then what? Can I change this train? I can. Let's make you green. This is the lubricant train. Set you to that. Cool. So that's a lubricant train. What is this train? Harry. No, we're changing that. That's the lubricant station. Okay, cool. And then this guy is going to deliver lubricant everywhere. So he needs a fluid wagon. And then, yeah, then I suppose we just need to bring over the lubricant. First, we need to make the lubricant. So I have my chemical plants here. Let's make, oh, actually, we have all this fuel that we need to make. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we need the fuel stop up here as well, which I have. You're going to go there. This is going to be the fuel station. Fueling station. There we go. Rocket fuel. Nice. So trains are going to come here, get their fuel, and then continue on their merry way. So we need to bring all this rocket fuel up to here. And then deconstruct all this. Oh, that only stacks to 20. Oh no, my inventory is going to fill up. Okay, we're fine. Let's clear all the space. And then we've got our chemical plants. This is probably way overkill. Just pipe all these up. And we need to power these guys, so let's put some substations down. That's annoying. Okay, hang on, let's cut this and maybe put it further back like that. Okay, then... Oh no, hang on, it's still too much. I'm really bad at this. Okay, put you there, and put you there. That should power all of you. Hook these pipes up. Okay, heavy oil's going in, lubricant's coming out. We don't have any more tanks, do we? Dang, no we don't. Okay, we're gonna need to get some tanks. For the meantime, this comes over. Get rid of these rocks. Oh, I'm full. Why are you not connected? Okay, pipes. I'm not exactly sure how much we need here. Let's just call it there for now. We need to get this train over. We probably need turnaround points, don't we? Actually, I forgot. There's one thing I did forget. This side probably needs to find a way over here. No, wait. It's the other side that needs to find a way over. Man, this is confusing. This side needs to find a way over. Wait. Wait. Hang on. This side, this lane comes over into here. Alternatively, this lane comes over here. Yes, okay. And then this is the lane that goes back up. Okay. Which can then, yeah, connect up to... Ah! Up to here. Yeah, that works. It's messy, but it works. Okay, let's try and get this train. Actually, no, this train's just straight up on the wrong side now. We need to reassemble you over here. Call you the lubricant train. There we go. You need fuel. Let's try the rocket fuel. We can shove that in you now. Station. You need to get to the lubricant station. And then fueling station is inaccessible. Okay, so you... Wait, you can get to here, and then you come back around, and then you head up north. Oh, we just need to build the rails, right. Let's build these rails. Cool. So now that we've built those rails, we should be able to add that. Yes, okay, cool. Interrupts. Yeah, and the fueling station can turn around, which is nice. The last thing to do now is actually deliver. Yes, we need to actually deliver the lubricant over. And we need to get rid of all of this. Right, okay, let's do that now. Make our long trek. We should probably make another car. Anyway. Oh, hang on, our research has stopped. That's because we don't have any more purples. Let's grab some more purples. I'm still manually feeding again. I'm very behind on my automation game. Build up the rest of this rail. Okay, first, before we build this, we're going to need to build a stop and a loop around here. So I need to move this because I still need the circuits for the splitters. So let's cut all this. And let's just move it down here for now. We need to grab the iron from... Yeah, that iron's not getting used anywhere else. Hey, elevated rails are done. How do we make them? Oh, you need the refined concrete. Oh. How do we make those? More steel, more iron sticks. Oh wait, no, not more. We just need steel and iron sticks. Then the original concrete and the water. I've got the concrete here. I have the steel. I could easily siphon the steel off that, but I need to find a way... Oh no, hang on. I've got the rods here. I can bring those over. Yeah, that's easy. Hang on, let's do that. And then we can get our elevated rail over the cliff face. Down the end here. Ah, but we need some crafting machines. Okay. How do we make those again? More steel. Everything needs steel now. And we need those speed modules, which we have an excess building up. There we go. So you'll put those together. So we can grab straight out of here. Make the refined concrete. Then we get the iron. No, not the iron. Sorry. We get the steel. We need more water. Let's put you on this side so we've got space for the water. Because we have a pipe right here. And then we need the iron sticks, which are over here. So we'll split you off. Connect those up. This all here is temporary or out of commission now that we've got a proper setup. So let's connect that. And that should be good. That's everything, right? Yeah. Okay, and then we make ourselves a buffer chest. And we're good. Okay, so that's refined concrete automated, from which we can now make our rail support, elevated rails pretty much. Oh, but that's going to take a while. We speed that up. Yeah, we can speed that up. Okay, in the meantime, why can't we make more of those? Oh, we're out of circuits. We still can't make more of those. We're out of iron plates, and my inventory is full again. Yeah, okay, not a whole lot I can do with that right now. Inventory's full. This is a problem. Just make some heat pipes. Get rid of this copper in my inventory. Oh, and we're out of... Right. We're out of crafting machines. Because we're out of iron. Put these down. It's a slow move. And we don't need any of this anymore. So let's destroy all that. You are now defunct. Wow, that's really slow. Okay. In the meantime, we have our train stop. So that's going eastward. Which means we need a train stop here. Connect you back up. I don't think this needs to be a particularly long train. Okay, we'll place that there. My inventory is going to fill up again. Alright, let's put a chest down. Get rid of more of those. Pick these up because we're still going to need to deliver the copper, but we're delivering it somewhere else. Which is here. Okay, like that. We do need the power of that. Let's bring a big power pole down. Like that. Gets these guys going. Actually, we don't need that belt. We need the final output, which is this belt. Okay. Ooh. My inventory is not enjoying this. Okay, plug those in. I'm full again. What am I full of? Oh, I've got a bunch of uranium I can get rid of. We'll do that now. Oh, it's still looking good. These poor robots are just following me around everywhere. But they can't keep up. And then we need to bring the iron plates across. From here. Oh wow. These guys got really slow. What happened? Oh, he's out of charge. Oh, whoops. I made him run too far. So that's iron sorted. Ah, and plastic is another thing we need. Okay. Just to make the red circuits. That's fine. We can make red circuits soon at the electronics factory. Oh, what's going on? Damn, they finally got to one of the turrets. That's not good. The wall is not holding. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Ran out of power. I mean, I shouldn't have. Oh wait, the bots did. Yeah, yeah. Somehow I need to make... How on earth am I gonna fit a turnaround for this station? These cliffs are getting really annoying. I would like to do a turnaround here somewhere, but that's in the way. Oh, okay, we can't do that. Can we... I suppose we're gonna have to fit it in here. Yeah, okay. Remembering that. The lanes... Oh no, hang on, that's ugly. That's not gonna fit. Oh man. Okay, we just run that across. And do it over here. No, it's not gonna fit. Oh, that's painful. Oh man, how am I gonna... It's gotta be up here then, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna have to be. Alright. We don't actually need this uranium belt here at all, so let's get rid of that. Because this uranium belt's just here for the temporary solution that I had. The temporary nuclear solution I had here, but we now have this. So I can get rid of this belt entirely. Yep, let's do that. Let's get rid of that belt. And we're going to have to do an elevated track. Okay, let's go back and get the elevated tracks. Because I think that's the next thing we need. How much concrete do we have built up? Oh, that's quite a lot. We didn't need the speed modules. All right. That helps. Hey, where is it? Up here. We grab some of those because we need 100, I think it was, for each of these. Yeah, 100. Wow. So we grab those. We need two, one for each end of the little bridge that we're going to build. Then we need the supports. Let's make some of those. Make a couple more of these and some more of those. And then we have to run all the way back. Wow, that's slow. Come on, faster. Actually, we could probably replace that entirely with a blue tunnel. Yes, we can. Look at that. That's nice. We skipped the whole rail. I'm liking these blues. Okay, so we have our rail ramp. Oh my god, these things are big. They're massive. Okay, and then... oh, we just place another one there, I reckon. And my inventory is full again. Oh man. There's my deposit chest. Here we go. Chuck that in there. Okay, so we got the big ramp. Lock that there. And then how do I just connect these up? Oh, I do. That's cool. That's kind of neat. All right. And then... oh boy. Yeah, let's craft some of the assembling machine 3s to clear our inventory. So then how do I... ooh, yeah, that's not gonna... this travels this way, so... oh, we have to be careful not to break the pipe. I don't want to do that. And then that's got to turn around. We need another set of these. Oh, but that's not symmetrical. Okay, let's move these across. Okay, and then... oh, the water pipe's in the way. Okay, we can just run this across over from here. Nope, that's too much. Oh, just not quite gonna reach. All right, this will have to do. Connect that up. Reconnect the pipes here. Okay, so that's how we turn around at the end here. So that the trains returning from the east, from the lubricant, can come around here, turn around, and get back onto this lane going eastward, and then stop at this deposit station. Yes, this is coming together now. This is the belt facility. This is where we make our belts. How does this work? I'm assuming these white boxes are the train positions, which means we need pumps, I imagine, to Oh yeah, they connect up. There's a little graphic that connects them into the train. That's cool. Oh, but that needs to come the other way around. Okay, so that'll bring the fluid out, the lubricant. And connect that. And then run it across. Yeah, this is looking aesthetic now. Who could have thought a factory could be aesthetic and functional? Okay, so that's the lubricant. Oh, actually, that did not even connect. Let's just put you there. Okay, lubricant sorted. That'll bring these around. I need to rehook up all these crafting machines. Okay, where do we need the lubricant? We could just plug it into here, I reckon. Okay, so that's that network sorted. We can get rid of these old pipes now. Cool. Alrighty. The last thing to do now is to set up the train signals. Sorry, the station. So we pick up from the lubricant. We probably need to refuel. Let's go belt facility. So to pick up the lubricant from here, deliver them down to the belts. Okay, weight condition. So lubricant state, we want to fill. We do fluid count. Less than equal to 100. Lubricant. Wait, actually, is there full fuel, full cargo? Does full cargo inventory also count for fluids? One way to find out, I suppose. And then belt facility. I don't. This train is going to run around and fill. This train is going to run around and service lubricant to all of the various factory modules. So I don't want this one train just going to sit at one place until it's empty. We should do a time. Time passed, 30 seconds. That'll probably be enough. Oh, but we can also do station is full. Or station is full. Yeah, this is getting complicated. And or we could do inactivity. That would kind of do the same thing. We could do... I think that's all we need. So it'll pick up lubricant until it's full, head over to the belt facility, drop off lubricant until it's either 30 seconds have passed or the belt facility is full, and then it can head off back to the lubricant station. Okay. That should be it, right? So if we automatic that. Oh, wait, it doesn't. Whoops. Ah. I forgot to put a wagon on it. Well, let's see the... Oh, yep, it goes around. Nice. Let's turn that automatic off. Because I'm conveniently right next to it. Put the wagon on. Okay, cool. So that deposits. Let's go. Let's see what it does. Moment of truth. Does this work? Okay, okay, it's heading here. Yes, and it's waiting there because the cargo inventory is empty. So that means I should just be able to pump lubricant in now. So let's put some pumps in. Connect those up. And we need some power. Put a power line in. So that should pump that until it's full, and then the train can head off. It's such a long trek. Hey, here we go. Look at that, we've got lubricant. It's filling pretty quickly too. We're at 10k out of 50k. Okay, so he's gonna sit there until he's full. Because of the way fluids work, that's just gonna keep going. At least until we run out of heavy oil. But that heavy oil does seem to be... Oh no, it is going down. So we are using it up. Which probably means we need to make more refineries. This is easy enough. So if we copy and paste this whole thing, that, connect them up in the middle. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. This is genius. Okay, we are out of tanks though, so steel. Need to go and fetch some steel. How many tanks do we need? 45? Alright, let's go and make those. See, what I should do when I head back up, refined concrete gives a walking speed of 150%. Could lay that down between the tracks, which would give me a decent speed, or I could build another exoskeleton. We do that. Electric engines and steel. That's easy. Yeah, where's our steel? Here we go. Out of iron plates. Hey, our electric engines should be buffering up here, which they are. Can make an exoskeleton. What if we make 2 exoskeletons? Oh no, my drones. They ran out of power again. Yeah, I really need to make them faster. Work a robot speed. Ah, but we need a lot of purples and yellows. Alright. That's still gotta wait. Although we do have yellows in here. Some. Grab some more iron plates. Make some more storage tanks. Okay, so how well does this concrete... Oh my god. There's so many drones that I've left behind across the map. They're just making their way back now. Sorry, guys. Oh man, I actually feel kind of bad. I don't know why. I actually feel kind of bad for them. Alright, let's see. How does this concrete... Ooh. Whoa, whoa. That's a speed boost. It looks nice too. If I run this across... Oh! I'm like the Flash now. Okay, our exoskeleton's finished, so that should help us out with movement speed. How quick do we go now? Look at the little legs run. That's hilarious. That looks so weird. Alright. Well, movement speed sorted. That should make the treks a lot easier and more bearable. Let's head back down. Now that we've got our storage tanks, I can finish off the refinery down here. Here we go. Nice, so that's all coming online. Should mean we would have enough heavy oil to finish filling that train. Oh, actually, the train's gone. So the lubricant train went over here. It's depositing. 30 seconds are passing, which is what we want. Or if the facility is full, which it might fill up. Now let's see this. Ah. It's empty. Okay, I thought either the 30 seconds would pass or the belt facility would fill up, but it turns out we just emptied the train first. Okay, let's fill that back up. In the meantime, now that we're producing... Well, actually, what am I doing? I don't even have tanks here for the lubricant. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Lube. Okay, so these are completely full and just waiting for space to deliver. This train is going to end up running out of fuel eventually. Actually, ooh, we've only used one. That's pretty good. But it will run out of fuel eventually, so we need to look at getting this station set up. So I could add a step here. I can add a station, or there's an interrupt. And the configuration is shared globally between all trains or space platforms. Hang on a minute. No interrupts found. Add interrupt. fueling station. If I've got this right, this means I can make a stop. Conditions. I can make a stop where if trains are out of fuel, then they can interrupt whatever they're doing and go and fill up. So fuel is less than, let's say, 5. No. Let's be safe. Let's go for something like 30. If they're half empty, they can go and fill up again. Target, they go to the fueling station. And then do they just sit here until they're full fuel? I guess so. Save that interrupt. Right, and then that just sits there. So then the train, whenever this condition is met, that is running low on fuel, it'll stop whatever it's doing and then head over to the fueling station. I hope. I hope that's how it works. If it doesn't, it'll be a bit embarrassing. So the next thing now is we need to load up the train, locomotive, which we can do here pretty easily. I might want to place a buffer here just so we don't run out in the middle of refueling. So I need to power that up. Where's the nearest power? Over here. Let's grab you. Connect those. Cool. We have rocket fuel. Nice. So lube station, is that full yet? No, it's not, but it will be soon enough. Oh, right, yes, okay. I forgot, I now have these elevated rails. Which means we can finally get over this darn cliff. Plonk that there. Connect these up. Nice. So that finishes that off. Although now at this end, I need to create a turnaround, but we'll do that later once we get the spaceport up and running. Cool. That's filling up. So what's next? We have the lube going into here, which means we are getting a pretty nice supply of belts, blue belts. That's pretty much that sorted. Yeah. Oh, actually. No, yeah, that's good. That's good. So now we could get back to the smeltery. What do we need to make? What are we looking for? We need production science. The rails are easy to make en masse. Actually, is there any stone nearby here? Kind of. We can grab stone from down here, ship it up, and make rails here. But then we need productivity modules, which is just electronics, so that's easy to do. What about the furnaces? Steel, stone bricks, okay, and advanced circuits. So again, stone from down here, make the stone bricks, ship it up. Easy. Steel is a bit of an issue. We're reserving all this iron here for crafting gears. So the steel mill will probably then be here. So all of this iron here will be turned into steel. And then we can use the steel to make engines and then those engines to make electric engines, which gets us closer to the yellow science, which needs blue circuits. Okay. Let's get those engines sorted, because then we can turn the engines actually into blue science. So to do that, I'm going to need lots of furnaces for the steel mill. I have 2 stacks of furnaces. That should be enough. I have the mining drills for the iron. And I have the belts now. Oh, that was close. Okay, let's grab some of that more... words. Let's grab some more of that concrete. And continue paving down this railway. Whee! It's so quick. Oh my god, I'm almost faster than the train. Yeah, maybe not. Half speed. It's still pretty quick. Okay. Where's that iron? Here we go. Yes, work my minions. Let's start powering these up. Yeah, that's not going to fit very nicely, is it? Cool. Oh, that's so annoying. It just doesn't reach. Oh, that's... Actually, no, it does. We could do that and then just do a small hole over here. Okay, now we need to belt them all up. Okay. There we go, so that's one belt. It's not very balanced, but it'll do for now. Oh, I'm out of belts. Let's grab some more belts. Now I've realized that I've run out of drills, which is annoying. Can we make any? No, I need iron gear wheels. Where am I going to get iron gear wheels from? Okay, so we have bus. A lot of buses, actually. 5. What am I going to do with 5? And the smelt redesign is probably going to be really simple. Just be the same old furnace array, belt array, and then furnace array. Ooh, furnace array. And then just a mixture of short and long arms, right? Yeah, something like that. I'm probably going to need to build an inserter more at some point for every type of inserter there is. Because it's getting annoying handcrafting them all the time. Then again, I should really just... There's a lot of things I need to have built more for and I haven't yet. I'm either lazy or just not focused. Okay, let's run this down. Ah, so many trees. Actually, we have 6 belts, but the bottom one is kind of thin. Okay, let's run this one into you. So that's going to be iron. A lot of iron. Let's not forget to hook the power up. Power. Okay, that's all ready to go. Let's power you up. And this belt then needs to run somewhere else to make steel. Where are we going to run that? Suppose if we just run it far enough, it'll be okay. Yeah, let's get it past these poles here. Okay, and then we can just copy and paste this. There we go. Look at them go. That's cool. We have steel. Heck yeah. Ah, that throughput is really, really not good. Because... yeah, okay, that belt is not enough on its own to sustain that whole line of furnaces, so let's... we put a splitter on that, and now that's filling this belt up nicely. Okay, but ideally we want this entire belt here to be full of iron plates, so we're going to need even more furnaces than what we've just placed. Like such. Ah, but I'm out of belts. Grab some more belts. Why are you so slow? Gears. That's why. Always the gears. Okay, I need more inserters. go. That's all coming online now. How's the steel over here? It's picking up. Yeah, I think it's picking up. Okay, we are properly out of inserters here, so I need to... Oh, hang on. Again, that's not full. I think this is the point where we need to start investing in mining productivity. Can we do that? No, hang on. Where is the mining productivity? Hello? Am I blind? Uranium mining. Ah, mining productivity. Here we go. Yeah, I was blind. Okay, so it's right... wait. 1,000 purple sun. Oh my goodness. Alright, I guess we're not doing that then. This steel is looking good though. So we can bring that out. And probably deliver it down to here where we can build the engines. Engines need steel plates, iron gear wheels, and pipes. Ah, pipes. We haven't made pipes. Okay, let's... Do we have any spare iron we can use? Yeah, I suppose we can just siphon off here. I don't know why I'm still using yellow belts. Okay, and this will be our pipe making area. Actually, we'll probably just do one line like such. Set those up to do belts. Belts. Pipes. Set those up to do pipes. Put to this side. Hook you up. Nice. That's a lot of them. Then we should be able to bring them all the way across. Along with the steel. Let's actually flip the steel belt. This will probably eventually have furnaces going all the way along here. So I'm just preparing for that. Bring the steel across. Do I want to do engines here or do I want to do engines over here? Let's do them over here. So we'll deconstruct all the trees in the way. Bring the belt across. Tunnel this. And then bring the steel down. Okay, so we need 2 belts to store the items that the engines need to be able to craft. What do they need the most of? Pipes. That's fine. Bring them across, so the engines are there. We need a lot of engines to be able to make all the blue science. They make 2... Okay, so it's words. It's 1 chemical science pack per engine, which is fairly easy, but the problem is these just take a while to make. 10 seconds crafting time. Okay. So we can pull these. I'm out of inserters. All right, let's go grab some more inserters from our supply. Which are here. We're gonna need more than that. Make some red ones as well. Okay, I'm gonna siphon off that. How many is that gonna make? Not sure. Cool. Power these up. And then we need to deposit the engines. Okay. Oh, we forgot the gears. Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of this splitter. Let's dedicate that whole gear foundry factory thing just to making belts. And probably... No, I won't have to do the same with this one. I think if we upgrade these... blue belts, we should be fine. Does mean we need to upgrade this. Yeah, it's time to upgrade everything. Let's do that. Oops. No. I needed that. Isn't there an upgrade? Yeah, upgrade planner. I can use this, can I? Upgrade those, and then again, the blues. Oh wait, but the bots are trying to pick everything up. Right. No, that was a mistake. No. No, I'm too full. Yeah, okay. That's not helpful. At the moment anyway. So we manually... Ugh. Okay, so that's going to hopefully help with the throughput problem now. Maybe. Okay. The iron comes through here. Gears are still good. Maybe. No, they're actually kind of slow. I think they're mostly slow because of the arms, the inserters. Okay, that's a little better. Grab some more of these and upgrade this belt. Okay, I am really full. Oh, inventory management is a problem. Where's my other deposit chest? Here we go. That's sorted. Okay, so where are those gears? Yeah, okay, let's... Now that we're using a blue belt, we don't need the throughput assistance of the yellow belt here. Instead, we can reuse this over here. we go. Engines. I think I do want to expand on that though, so let's double belt this. We're going to need a lot more engines than we're currently making. And let's actually this, bring it back. So that we can then split it to supply these guys up here. Cool. And then we can split the steel, and that'll form that side. Get some fast inserters. Some regular inserters to pull out of the machines. And that should be good to go. We just need to hook these up. We have engines on both belts. Both lanes, rather. Both lanes, rather. Okay. So engines are sorted. Modular enough, I can just copy-paste that to extend it. Steel, we can also extend as we need. So the next thing we need are the electronic circuits. And the lubricants down here as well. Yeah. That's kind of everything we need from the steel mill. Or from the iron and the smeltery, basically. Cool. Okay, I'm going to make a save.